Lamine Yamal! Trafił!
At 16, he was starting for Barcelona. At 17, he was winning the Euros. And in 18, he's still showing world-class football. Lamine Yamal is not just another talent. He became the youngest starter in the Barcelona history. He broke records with Spain and became the youngest player who ever played in the Euro final. While being just a teenager, he was already playing at the highest level in Europe. But here's a real question. Is Lamine Yamal actually the greatest youngster of the 21st century? Or are we getting carried away again? Everyone keeps calling him the next Messi, but is that really fair? Because at the same age, Messi might have been even more special. Or no? Looking at Messi's stats in his first season at Barcelona, they're not exactly mind-blowing. He only scored 1 goal with 9 appearances for the club. He made his debut at 17, compared to Yamal, who started shining at just 15. But here's the thing. Messi had to fight for his place against absolute legends like Ronaldinho and Eto'o. He was basically a super sub, breaking in a squad full of stars. So Yamal didn't really face any real competitors at his age. So while Messi's numbers weren't huge yet, the context makes him impressive. In his first full season with Barcelona's senior team, Yamal scored 7 goals and provided 7 assists, 14 direct goal contributions in 50 appearances. And what's crazy, he played close to 3,000 minutes in all competitions, at an age where most players are still in youth academies. That amount of responsibility can either build a star or burn a career before it even begins. Now, when we compare this to Messi at the same age, the numbers look completely different. But here's the key difference. Yamal was thrown directly into the system, not as a prospect, but as a solution. Because of the problems in the team, as we can see here, his only competitors were Rafinha and Dembele. Dembele, who left the club in August 2023, had already given Yamal a chance to get time in the position. At the same time, Rafinha wasn't in top form and suffered multiple muscle injuries, which forced Xavi to use the young talent. Modern football moves faster, and young players are no longer developed slowly. They are tested immediately. So the numbers alone don't tell the full story. The real question is not who scored more, but who was carrying more weight at that age. Now let's move to Cristiano Ronaldo. In his first professional season with Sporting, Ronaldo registered 9 goal contributions in 31 appearances. He played 1,392 minutes in total. When we adjust that per 90 minutes, Ronaldo was averaging around 0.5 goal contributions per full game. Compared to Yamal's current output, the numbers are surprisingly close. Ronaldo around 0.5 and Yamal around 0.7 per 90. But their roles were different. Ronaldo's Sporting was developing inside a smaller league, without the pressure of carrying a global giant like Barcelona. And that's why comparing young players across eras is never just about statistics. And then there was Kylian Mbappe, the most explosive teenage breakthrough of the modern era. At 17, 18 years old, Mbappe was already destroying Champions League defenses with Monaco. In the 2016-17 season, he scored 26 goals in all competitions. And then came the 2018 World Cup. At just 19 years old, Mbappe scored 4 goals in the tournament, including a brace against Argentina in the knockout stage, and a goal in the World Cup final. By 19, he was already a world champion. After 2018, his numbers only grew. Season after season, 35 or even 40 plus goal contributions. Individually, Mbappe became one of the most productive forwards in the world football. But here's where the conversation becomes more complex. Despite his individual brilliance, since that World Cup in 2018, Mbappe hasn't added another major international trophy. No second World Cup, no Champions League. In fact, France reached another final in 2022, and Mbappe delivered a historic hat-trick, but the trophy slipped away, and Mbappe became the tournament top scorer. At club level, he dominated domestically, but on the European stage, the Champions League remained out of reach, which raises an interesting question. Is greatness defined by early explosion, or by sustained dominance at the very highest level? We've seen different paths to greatness. Lionel Messi didn't start with crazy numbers, he was slowly introduced. But even then, you could see this intelligence and balance that later defined an era. Cristiano Ronaldo's first season wasn't historic either. What made him great was constant growth and evolution. Kylian Mbappe exploded early, won the World Cup at 19 and became a global superstar almost instantly. Now Lamine Yamal is at the start of his journey. At 18, he's already playing big minutes, contributing with goals and assists and looking comfortable under high pressure. But the start of the career doesn't decide everything. The real test comes when defenders adapt, when expectations grow, and when the pressure becomes global. You know what I'm saying? That's why the 2026 World Cup will be important. Not because he must win it, but because it will show how he performs on the biggest stage. Football always reveals the truth over the time. And that's my point. If you enjoyed this analysis and love football, not just the highlights, but real conversations about development, pressure, and the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll continue to analyze young talent, major tournaments, news, stories, and absolutely everything about football. If you disagree with my take, that's even better. Let me know in the comments. Football is about debate. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you. See you in the next video. This is Ice Cold Finish.